The S300 Infant Bilateral has been specifically designed to treat infants and children up to age 6. Application of the S300 Sager Infant Bilateral Traction Splint is similar to that of the Sager S304 Form 3 Bilateral Traction Splint. With the splint fully collapsed and the calibrated traction wheel facing up, position the Sager S300 between the patient's legs, resting the ischial perineal cushion or saddle against the ischial tuberosity. In the case of unilateral fracture, the splint should be placed in the perineum on the side of the injury. In bilateral fractures, excluding pelvic trauma, the side with the greatest degree of injury should be the side of placement. Apply the thigh strap around the upper thigh of the fractured limb so that it holds the ischial perineal cushion against the thigh but does not impede circulation. Lift the spring clip to extend the inner shaft until the pulley wheel extends just beyond the feet. Note that the splint will still perform if an infant is so small that the wheel extends further. Note the absence or presence of distal pulses. Check for sensation. Position the ankle harnesses beneath the heels and just above the ankles. Fold down the number of comfort cushions needed to engage all of the ankle above the medial and lateral malleoli. Using the attached hook and loop straps, wrap the ankle harness around the ankle to secure snugly. Note, on very small children with mobile ankles, it is often necessary to apply duct tape over the ankle harness and to the skin of the heel to prevent slippage of the harnesses. Pull the control tabs to engage the ankle harness against the pulley wheel. This will ensure that the cable rings are pulled snugly against the soles of the feet. Apply quantifiable dynamic traction. With one hand holding the outer shaft, gently extend the inner shaft of the splint by pulling it out until the desired amount of traction is recorded on the calibrated pulley wheel. It is suggested to use 10% of the patient's body weight per fractured femur, up to 3.5 kilograms or 7.5 pounds for each leg. If bilateral fractures are present, the maximum amount should be 7 kilograms or 15 pounds, or as directed by the pediatric traumatologist. At the hollow of the knees, gently slide the large elastic leg cravat through and upwards to the thigh, repeating with the smaller cravats to minimize lower and mid-limb movement. Note, on small infants, one or both of the smaller cravats may be sufficient for secure immobilization. Adjust the thigh strap at the upper thigh, making sure it is snug and secure. Then, firmly secure the elastic leg cravats. Apply the figure-8 strap around the feet to prevent distal rotation. Note the absence or presence of distal pulses. Check for sensation. Record the amount of traction applied and the presence of pulses. Patient is now ready for transport. The S300 Sager Infant Bilateral, helping you care for the next generation today.